You see the interview with Ted Cruz and Tucker Carlson?
Yes, I watched a clip of it.
Have you seen the clip of him saying that like he hates communists? His father was tortured in communists. It was under Batista, sure, but I still hate communists. And it's like Batista was, if you don't know, Batista was the capitalist like leader of
He was a dictator
Cuba.
that was installed by the U.S. prior to Fidel Castro.
That Fidel Castro ousted and took over from and liberated the people of Cuba from. And so Ted Cruz is like, I hate Cuba. My father was tortured in Cuba, implying that it was a communist. And then he says, well, actually, I mean, he was tortured under Batista, which was the fucking fascist dictator prior to Fidel Castro, prior when they were a capitalist country, a slave-owning plantation country, I should add. It's just, I don't know. Ted Cruz also kind of said the quiet part out loud in that episode, or in that interview where he said that this fucking mouse thing, where he was like, we are striking Israel, or America is striking Israel, or excuse me, Iran. We're striking Iran. And Tucker Carlson was like, and I hate to agree with Tucker Carlson. I hate to be on the same side of Tucker Carlson.
I'm like, dude, I'm sitting here agreeing with Tucker
I'm
Carlson.
Like nodding my head, everything. I'm like, yeah, Tucker, get him, Tucker. Fucker Carlson, dude. Finally, like, well, a broken clock is right once a day.
Yeah, and then after you get him, we're gonna throw you in the gulag, too.
Yeah. You get him, and then we'll get you later. Yeah, we'll sell you. What is it? We'll sell the capitalists the rope that they will use to hang them, or whatever the famous line is. Anyway, yeah, that interview was just bonkers because it's like
so crazy, man.
Tucker Carlson was really grilling the fuck.
It's just
which
to
was
save
like,
ass, though. It's to save ass, man.
It's to save face, and I think because Tucker Carlson was burned by Fox News, and like save ass. He was burned by Fox News, and he's bitter. But like honestly, that was like some of the most like honest and like genuine journalism I've seen in the last like 20 years, and it was Tucker Carlson. It's like, yes, that's what every interview should be. That's what every debate should be. Yeah. It should be these moderators grilling the fuck out of these politicians and like catching them in their lies, calling them out on their lies. What do you mean? You said earlier it wasn't America. It was Iran or is Israel striking. Now you're saying America striking. Which is it? Yeah. Like really calling them out on that. And like again, I don't want to support Tucker Carlson in any way. I hate that I'm supporting Tucker Carlson, but I really liked what I saw with like that aggressive style of interviewing these politicians. Every interview with the politician should be like a struggle for them. You should really like put the pressure on them. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You want us to
Everybody's
vote for you.
livelihood is in their hands.
Yeah, you are literally supposed to be the representative in charge of, well, he's 1/2 in charge of Texas. He's 1/100th in charge of this country. Like, he is one of the most powerful people in the world. Like, a senator is like arguably one of the most powerful people in the world, right? If a sitting senator goes to like visit other countries and stuff, they're honored as like dignitaries. You know what I mean? Like
the diplomat.
They need
presidential.
If they can't answer these questions, then they don't deserve that position. And like, so you should be able to answer like the population of Iran. He was like, what's the population of Iran? He's like, I don't know. How I don't know. And it's like, no, you're talking about bombing this country. You don't even know how many people live in that. How many people are in Tehran? How many people are in Iran? Doesn't know anything. I just love that interview.
I just love that he put him on the spot.
He really put him on the spot. Yeah, fuck Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson is a fucking absolute fascist. He is the worst person in the world. He is a grifter to like the highest degree. He is despicable. Some of the stuff he spouts white nationalist, racist, homophobic, transphobic rhetoric. He is absolutely a despicable, vile human being who deserves he deserves the day he whatever. I'm gonna bleep that part out. But like he did a good job putting the screws to Ted Cruz. That's it. That's all I can say.
The fucking state of the world that we're living in. Where it's like,
what
wow,
bizarro universe.
Good job, Tucker Carlson. I guess.
Is there anything else we want to talk about? Anything else we forgot, dude? We got a good segment on Iran, Israel. We got a good segment on the No Kings protest, and then this ICE situation. So I would encourage you, get out there and if nothing else, go to Costco and buy a bunch of water, and then go deliver that down to these protests. It's hot. It's June. Go give them some water. Go buy some granola bars and protein bars and meat sticks. Deliver them out there. Hand out, like, if you don't want to be... There was a really cool post I saw. It was like, it was D&D classes. Excuse me, it was D&D classes for like protests. Like, if you want to be like the tank is like, you know, on the front lines holding the riot shield or whatever. And it's like, if you want to be the healer, it's like passing out water or whatever. So it was all D&D classes, and then like how they relate to protests. And it was just very funny. That was cute.
I can see that.
Yeah. So
the magicians are the ones throwing.
Yeah, like the mages are like throwing. Yeah. Like, whatever. Yeah. It was great. So
the shield, the fucking defense is like the shield of umbrella.
Yeah. And it's like, what was it? The rogues are going back, like slashing cops' tires behind the scenes and stuff. Those are the rogues, like letting tires out of the car and stuff.
It's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway. I don't know. Anything else you want to talk about? I hogged the spotlight on this one. I talked a lot.
No, you got a lot to say.
I was very passionate about Democrats and protesting. I'm just tired of like beating around the bush. Like, things happen when you light police precincts on fire. Like, if you want change, that's what you have to do. If you want change, you have to burn down buildings and burn down police cars. And like, That's the unfortunate reality of it. Don't get a permit. Don't tell them where you're going to be. They'll take, it's easier for them to defend one protest of 10,000 than 10 protests of 1,000. So organize, break up, get organized, get a fucking ham radio and communicate with each other. Get like an encrypted frequency.
By the way, that's not a ham radio.
It is a ham radio.
It's not.
It is. It's not illegal for me to own a ham radio without a license. It's illegal for me to broadcast on a ham radio without a license.
Okay. I was just looking out for you, bro.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And I'm also studying to get my ham radio license. It's like $15 to get a ham radio license. So like, I'm just gonna get one.
Yeah, listen, guy.
My point is that like, you have to get organized. This anarchy, like, just circle like that's no different than liberalism of just like mutual aid for the sake of mutual aid is great. Protesting for the sake of protesting is great, fine, but it's not actually going to like disrupt any kind of balance of power unless it's organized, unless it's a vanguard party. So get organized and get aggressive and get like serious about change, or like then stop complaining about it. You don't have a right to like, I don't know, complain about this shit if you're not willing to like step up and like do something, which leads me to my following point, which I've made before. But buy a gun, train with a gun, get comfortable with weapons, get comfortable with first aid, get comfortable with radio, get comfortable with like just all manner of like preparedness. Isn't all just about firearms, but it's a lot to do with firearms. And I am fully supportive of people like, you know, getting comfortable and like proficient with firearms, like, because it's just an insane political stance to be like, no, to acknowledge that the police are a violent fascist force, to acknowledge that ICE is modern day Gestapo. Liberals are calling ICE Gestapo, and then meanwhile saying, well, yeah, but they should be the only ones with guns, right? Yeah. People shouldn't have guns. Only Gestapo should have guns. Like, do you hear yourself? That's like a liberal point of view, is that ICE is Gestapo, Trump is a Nazi, but they should be the only ones. These state thugs should be the only people with guns. What a fucking brain dead take.